Be still. Be still, ladies and gentlemen. Be still. Be still. I know it's exciting for you. And here we are, back again for another series of the James Whale Radio Show. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Lovely, lovely. It's only taken us an hour to get them whipped up into that kind of frenzied state. How are you? Lovely to have you with us. Here we are back for a new series of the James Whale Radio Show in a new home. And I'll show you around the new home, actually, as we go. But before that, let me remind you the phone number. We want lots of phone calls. Oh, it's that one over there, number 3. And here it is, coming up. Where is it going? Over there? Somewhere? Can we get the phone number on? OK. Oh, you're going to put it down there? Oh, well, OK. 0532 46 1000. Tonight, for this night only, you can call us on any topic at all. Anything you want to talk about, any little problems you have. And in fact, we might even take a few calls now. I think if there's anyone on, I'll tell you in a few moments. But there was one interesting thing. There was one interesting thing I thought we could talk about. Poor old Sir Alan Green, the DPP. You know, he was obviously looking for a train, but he took the wrong turning around King's Cross. And they're making all this fuss about it now. MPs are coming out in favour of legalising prostitution. Well, we did a programme about that. Why do they take so long? I mean, because the DPP, the silly prat, got himself caught doing that. What about Joe Bloggs? So I think it's a jolly good idea. If you have a point you want to make about that, give us a call. Now, we've got some calls. Let's go straight into them on the show tonight. We also have some fascinating stuff here. We have got probably Australia's top comedian, and a man I'm sure who will find fame probably in Neighbours, if not before long. Now, Craig from Northern Ireland. How are you, Craig?
How are you doing?
Hi, Craig. Can you talk a little bit, Craig, while we're going on?
Yes, certainly.
I'm not cutting you off, Craig.
No.
I just want to test it.
OK. How are you doing, Jim?
Fantastic. OK, fine. Great. OK, what's happening in Northern Ireland? No. Craig?
Sorry.
Oh, is that not Craig?
No, this is John.
Not John from Leicester?
Yes.
John from Leicester?
Yep.
Yes, John. What do you want?
Oh, hello. That's not James, is it?
No, this isn't. Sorry, you got the wrong number. Mark from Liverpool. Hello, Mark.
Hello, James.
Yes, Mark.
I just want to know, right? You know when you do this Whaley Goes to Town?
Yeah.
Have you ever thought to come to Liverpool?
Yes, I've been to Liverpool.
Have you?
Yes.
What do you think?
You weren't there at the time. It's very scruffy, isn't it, Liverpool now? Why has Liverpool become so scruffy?
I don't know. I reckon it's the bad publicity we get.
Yeah, but there's an awful lot of litter and graffiti and mess everywhere.
The council.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, could you know, what are they doing? Why don't they pick up the litter? What's wrong with them?
This is what we're sort of trying to do something about it, James.
Yeah?
Where'd you get your gigs? Your glasses?
You like these, do you?
I do, yeah.
Yes, OK. Well,
I wear them myself, but I can't get them because I've got a pretty big nose.
Yeah. Well, get the nose taken off. When you've had your nose amputated, send me a photograph and we'll send you some glasses. John from Manchester. Hello, John.
Oh, good morning, James.
Yes, John.
Welcome back. I'd like to see the show again.
Thank you very much
I wonder,
indeed.
will you be having any sport on this year?
Any what?
Any sport this season on the programme?
Any sport? Well, I wasn't going to mention this until later, but next week we will be featuring a bout of women's boxing, if that's any good for you.
Oh, smashing, yeah.
All right,
Look forward to that,
boxing
James.
on the show next week.
Thank you, James.
That's all right, John. Don't mention it. It's lovely to be so sort of friendly and everybody's calling in. It's nice, isn't it? Look at the background. You like the background? This is actually, if you're not sure what this is kind of, because we're still calling it the James Whale Radio Show, just to confuse everybody, and this is sort of the inside of a radio. You see that? Well, look a little more closely. See, there's a valve there, there's a wire. It's not that interesting, I suppose. Jill from Bolton. Hello, Jill.
Hi, good morning, James.
Hi, Jill. How are you?
Hi, great.
Good, OK.
Yeah, I'd just like to say welcome back.
Thank you, Jill. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I just want to say welcome back.
Oh, Jill, is that all?
Back.
Oh, I see. OK, fine. Thanks very much indeed, Jill. Jill wanted to welcome us back. That's very nice indeed. Now, I'm going to put that down, and we're going to take some more calls a little later on. We've got all sorts of things here. But I was thinking, I was watching television the other day, and I was just thinking how exciting the weather forecasts on TVAM are. And I was trying to think of something that would be comparable with that as far as excitement is concerned. Now, this is something that's going to become, I think, an Olympic sport. We'd like to show you for the first time on British television tonight a new sport of watching paint dry. I can guarantee that this is going to be as interesting as those weather forecasts on TVAM, all right? And each week we hope to get a personality, a really famous person, to come and watch a piece of paint dry. You may have seen the man painting it as I came down. Our personality tonight is, of course, Charlie Chuck. Let's have a little ripple for Charlie. Fantastic. Now, I hang on. I've talked to Charlie. He knows the whole point of this is it's a very exciting pastime, and he's going to get into it. So the paint is wet here. Charlie, I want you to watch this now, and I want you to observe the way it dries. The beautiful moods that you get, the different sorts of feels that you get. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
I've been robbed.
No, never mind about you being robbed, pet. I want you to look at the paint drying, and if you'd like to volunteer to come and be one of the people who watches paint dry on the show, drop us a line. We'll give you the address a little later on. Very good. But Charlie tonight, we're hoping perhaps Neil Kinnock next week, because he's not going to have much doing. What?
Rob dog.
Rob, yeah. Would you watch the paint dry now, and I'll come back and check how exciting it is for you, okay? Before we go any further, this.
Hey?
We shall go on to the end. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and the oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender.
Right, well, welcome back. And that was another television first, and we'll see how it goes a little later on. Now, I'm about to tell you what's going to happen for the rest of our lives here, okay? There's a new book. Control yourselves, you're going to enjoy this. A new book on Nostradamus. You know, that's the guy who said he could foretell the future. Now, usually when Nostradamus's name is mentioned, we all think of death, doom, and destruction and the end of the world. But apparently, that is not so. Peter Lorre is with me. Peter's written this book. And amongst other things, I mean, right here on the front, George Bush is going to be re-elected in 1992. I mean, that's quite a good bet, isn't it, really?
Yeah. But it was written 2 years ago.
It was written 2 years ago, the book?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought Nostradamus was written longer ago.
No, Nostradamus wrote 400 years ago.
He did, yeah. Apparently in 1993, if you fancy going over and living in California, don't, because 1993 is going to be the year of the earthquake.
7:05 on the 8th of May.
Could you write this down, please? Because, you know, you might be... 7:05 on the 8th of May.
That's when it'll start.
Yeah, so we can probably be sure that lamb values are going to go right down in California.
11 minutes it'll last. 11
minutes? How many killed?
Well, because of this book, not so many.
Yeah.
Because the one of the...
You reckon?
Well,
Yeah.
it's selling very well in America right
Yeah.
now. Yeah, we've sold an awful lot of copies already.
Now, funnily enough, the hero that's going to come out of this is...
Ted Turner? No.
Ted Turner? No. I've got it down here.
Jane Fonda?
No, I made a no, very special person. Carry on. No, Tom Cruise.
Oh, Tom Cruise,
Tom
yes,
Cruise is going to be the saviour of California.
Well, he's going to be one of the saviors, yes. He's going to go before the Senate and say that he thinks that they should do something about this prediction and take Nostradamus seriously.
Yeah.
Really seriously, and that they should move people out of California before 7:05 on the 8th of May. But they don't listen to him.
They don't listen to him?
No.
Yeah. Now, we must remember that Nostradamus wrote this book, what?
1550.
1550?
Yeah.
And a lot of people have written books about it.
Yeah.
Now, you've gone off and become a sort of a mystic, haven't you, in the East and all that sort of thing?
Yeah, I met a mystic.
You met a mystic?
Yeah, yeah.
You're
not called Rajneesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not, and this is the man who gave you the insight to be able to translate this?
No, the insight to translate it is mathematical. It's just, the co-author actually devised a code. She says that Nostradamus predicted she would make a code, and that's what she did. My mystical experiences were before I got involved in all this.
So you're somewhat of a crank, is that right?
Yeah,
no,
totally,
you are a bit of a crank.
Absolutely,
I mean,
yeah,
you know,
crank.
because apparently you're saying Margaret Thatcher's going to be leader of the country again.
No, leader of the Conservative government.
Oh, leader of the Conservative... Well,
not back in power.
Not back in power?
No.
Oh, that's at least a weight off some people's minds, I expect. Yes. You can hear some talking. It's upstairs. They're answering the phone calls, because up in my office upstairs is where the phone calls are going. Now, Tom Cruise is going to be a very important person, and also in the book, 1993 is going to be a pretty big year, because that's the year, apparently, we're going to get a cure for cancer.
Yes.
How on earth did you work that out?
Well, it's all done by the same coding system, which is in there. Actually, you can do it yourself. If you get the book, you can actually figure out the code and decode Nostradamus yourself. That's the idea. That's how I did it.
But it seems that lots of people get different sort of answers from this code.
That's true.
You know.
No,
I'm going to write the next book. If it's a big seller, I'm going to write the next book.
I know, it's copyrighted.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We've covered the ground.
You have you?
Yeah.
I see, okay. Right, the one other, we're running out of time for this bit, but the one other thing that's interesting is 1998. Aliens will be televised.
Yes.
Now, that, you're absolutely sure about that?
Absolutely certain.
I read the bit you wrote, and it looked like a scene out of one of those science fiction movies. The guys are going to come with little shriveled arms, or...
Something like that.
Yeah.
They're actually going to film it. That's the exciting thing about it.
1998, we will first Aliens televised.
That's right.
And there's a possibility we can get them on the programme?
I hope so.
Okay.
Yeah, if I'm still around.
What's the most exciting thing?
The most exciting?
Yeah.
Well, I guess apart from the end of the world.
Which isn't going to happen.
Which is probably not going to happen, but might.
Well, yes.
Depending on how well we behave ourselves.
Yeah.
The most exciting thing, I suppose, is the change in America. Because after the earthquake, there's going to be a lot of problems in America, and the whole system is going to go down the tube.
Oh, no. Oh, dear, yes.
So.
Okay. Well, Peter, thanks very much indeed.
Okay.
We'll talk a little bit later on about that. If anybody has anything they want to talk about as far as Nostradamus is concerned, I'm quite worried about this mission to Mars in the year 2000, actually.
I think you're going to go on that.
I'm going to go on that as well. Anyway, right. Now, I was thinking that we wouldn't get to play this video for you next because I thought that the new video from Eve Gallagher was going to be banned, but apparently it's not. It's very raunchy. It's called Lover Come Down. Eve Gallagher and Lover Come Down. I think that's great. It's very raunchy. Charlie was so mesmerised by watching paint dry here. We've been into the watching paint dry scenario for around about 15 minutes. It's beginning to get him very excited. The problem is, I must tell you, if you are on your own, don't do this at home unless you've got somebody there to look after you, because if the excitement really gets to you, you can actually get very, very overcome. Now, I think he's all right. That's why we have to pick people who have a strong constitution to do this. But if you've got spare time and you don't like what's on television, paint a wall and just sit there and look at it. That's all you have to do. We'll be back after this. Okay, welcome back. Wales on the radio, television, etc. So, you know, it's all happening tonight. 0532 46 1000. We will take some more calls a little later on. But mail, always a feature of the programme. We want to keep it in. And if you'll excuse the expression, we've had a number of letters over the couple of months we've been off, some of which we will read to you now. But if you want to send in something, then this is the address coming up. Where's the... We've got to get the address. Oh, there it is. Wales Mail, Yorkshire Television. That's big, isn't it? Even I can read that. That's rather good. Firstly, of course, we'll go to Dave, who sent in... Let me hold this up over here. OK, Dave sent in... Was that Daisy? OK for you? Right, Dave sent in this postcard. He said... that's good, isn't it? Right, OK. He said, picturesque postcard from Jersey that said, wish you were here, weather's crap. Very nice indeed. Stuart, Sue and the kids went to France... And they sent us this card of a French fry, most amusing. And someone who wished to remain anonymous sent this card from their fun-filled vacation, got it up the wrong way, fun-filled vacation in Mablethorpe. And they said, don't ever come to Mablethorpe, it's the armpit of England. And I must apologise now to all those of you who are viewing us in Mablethorpe. Perhaps if there's something that can be done to lift Mablethorpe from the armpit of England, perhaps somebody could write in and let us know. Then there was this postcard of a rather nice pussy, which we thanked everybody for as well. A filthy mind, but there we are. I think that must be something like the Masons. You know, Masons, I hear Masons go goat riding. I mean, this is sort of pussy riding, isn't it, really? Roy MacDonald in Norfolk wrote... I'll never be able to join the police now. Roy MacDonald in Norfolk wrote an interesting letter. He noted on Crime Stoppers. You know, that's the programme where they lean into the camera and say, well, we've shown you crime tonight, but we don't want you to be worried and we don't want you to have bad dreams about it. Very sincere way they do that. I like that. It's nice. Anyway, on Crime Stoppers, the presenter advised viewers that the police were looking for anyone who'd seen a suspicious-looking car and that there was a cash reward. Well, my neighbour's got a brown Reliant Robin, and it's a very suspicious-looking car. I wonder if it's worth anything. I'll have to get in touch. Harrow resident Major Eyeswater, little play on his name there, Major Eyeswater, had this fascinating story to recount. My lady wife, who had lost the large diamond from her engagement ring whilst gardening in 1941, was digging the garden exactly 50 years from the loss. As she dug, she noticed a glint of light in the soil. Thinking it to be a piece of broken glass, she bent down to pick it up and, to her amazement, found that it was a piece of broken glass. And if you have any more stories like this, please send them in. You know the address. And also, people who... you know, actually, let me just show over here. Just one moment. I'm sorry about this. We have a little problem, of course, getting the right kind of people for the audience, as you probably see. But we carry out auditions for the audience, and these people have been good enough to pass the auditions. If you would... yeah, okay. If you'd like to come on the programme and sort of make a nuisance and be part of the show, all you have to do is write to the usual address and we will audition you to come onto the programme. So write in and let us know. Jill? Yes? How are the calls going up there?
Very well.
Good. That's enough. Don't build the part anymore. I thought you were lovely. OK. Now, another book. It's always good to get people with books. How are you? It's lovely to meet you.
Hello, James.
Lovely to see you. Now, this is Manuela Dunn Maschetti.
Machete.
Machete, like the chopper.
Yes,
yes,
exactly like
exactly like the chopper.
Exactly.
She's Spanish. It probably doesn't translate either. Anyway, listen, Manuela, it's lovely to see you. She has written a new book, Chronicles of the Vampire. And Manuela, I think it's safe to say, is probably another crank who's... apparently she thinks that vampires are very sexy. And I've been trying to find two of those false teeth all evening, but I haven't managed to... Why are vampires sexy? I mean, I can't think of it. Oral sex is out for a start, I would have thought.
Well, it doesn't have to do with oral sex. I think vampires are sexy because they're aristocratic.
Yes.
They live forever and they're forever young.
Yes.
And, you know, they're clad in darkness and they attack young women and they, you know, take them off to castles.
Beasts!
And it's very romantic.
Yes. Now, during the research, you went around Romania.
Yes, Romania and
Hungary. Was that dangerous or not?
Well, it wasn't so much as dangerous, it was scary. It was...
You didn't see Annika Rice while you were there, did you?
No.
No, OK, fine. Well, I just wondered. I thought you might have done. Now, have you met a vampire?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
I haven't.
Because I was going to call you a damn lie, you see, if you had. That's thrown me now, and the people are going to write and say that rude man on the television.
No,
you haven't met her?
No. You see, I wanted to write the book because I was fascinated by vampires. I was fascinated by the romance.
They're good looking. Notice the hairstyle.
No, that's horrid.
Oh, that's horrid. I thought that was horrid. I thought that was okay. I thought that no. Yes.
That's vampire horrid. In decomposition.
Oh, I see.
Vampires are usually very handsome. And
yes. Are they?
Yes, yes. The proper vampire, the aristocratic vampire, is a handsome man.
Well, so you're quite turned on by vampires?
A little bit, yes.
And this is a sort of Transylvanian type castle that we associate with the vampires. I don't know if we can see. Can we see that? Yes, I see that. It's rather nice. Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, so,
very dark forests, very dense forests, very dark, and you know, these enormous castles.
Okay, the vampire probably did that. Yeah. If you haven't met one, and you spent all this time looking around to see if you could find one, just please move back a little bit. I mean, why go to? I mean, no, you're going to this trouble to sell the book, but why go to all this trouble to sort of disprove it, really?
I didn't disprove it.
No, you have, haven't you? Because you couldn't find one. I mean, if anybody was, you're exactly the sort of young lady vampires like.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You know better than me, but you look the sort that they might like.
Well, I didn't disprove it. I went to Romania in order to find out more. The books I found here in London and in other places didn't tell me anything.
No,
they told me of the stories, but I wanted to find something different. And I went to Romania and unfortunately was disappointed. I don't know whether it was because people are very superstitious there, so they're very scared of talking about vampires.
Perhaps they knew you were going to come and talk to me about it, and if you'd actually seen a vampire. How do you become a vampire?
Well, you become a vampire through a rite of initiation. A vampire falls in love with you,
Yes.
takes you on, so to speak, and bites you and allows you to bite him. So there's an exchange of blood.
Well, it sounds quite fun. I mean, I like that, yes.
Which means that you're bonded
Yeah.
together for eternity, because of course vampires don't die.
Okay, I'm going to come. Somebody else I met on the programme earlier has written a book, funny enough. You probably don't know the guy, Peter Lorre, who
No, I
we'll come
don't.
back and talk to him because he's written a similar to you, really.
About vampires?
Well, no, about Nostradamus. But yeah. But we'll talk more about that a little later on. Now, I'll get your attention, please, if I could. You probably have all heard about this. It's number 1 in the video charts. This is the Lover's Guide, all right? I viewed this last night. I was asked to look at it earlier on in the week, but somebody nicked it from the office. Fellini, who's directing the show tonight, he went in for a screening and he came out after 30 seconds. He couldn't take any more. He's very embarrassed, actually. It's true. Very true, yeah. Now, I looked at it last night, and the last thing I wanted was sex after I looked at it. I have never seen so much rubbish in my life. I mean, it's made it really cold and calculating and... Excuse me just a minute. Charlie, is Charlie all right over there? He's sort of... You all right? Yes, OK. No, I just worried about you. Just, yeah, OK. It's all right. Just carry on with it. And be careful of camera 3, because you get camera 3 in the back with that stick if you get too excited. All right? Yes. All right, yeah. OK. I'll go back to sex now. They wanted me to show some of this, actually, on the programme. But I don't think any of you want to see 2 people making love and having sex and doing... I mean, it's... How can this go to... No, you don't. How can this go to number 1 in the charts? I mean, there's things on here like arousal, overcoming shyness, sexual massage was good. There's even an inflatable whale in this. I mean, this is supposed to be educational. But the producer said, no, I think we should keep it in. There's bits on sex aids, sexual problems, keeping sex alive. And I said, no, we won't show any of it unless you particularly would like to see some. If you want to see, if there's a sexual problem you have, then write in, let us know, and maybe we can feature some of it on the programme. There are no vampires in it at this moment.
Good.
But who knows? Who knows? There's also a bit on contraception and the problems that people still are not using prophylactics. That's a nice American term for johnnies, blobs, condoms. And I found a shop in the heart of Soho that specialises in just that sort of thing. Have a look at this.
Whaley goes to town.
Of course, working here, we're the first to notice the change in people's behaviour.
Now, you probably don't think that having sex with a condom is very much fun. At least, as I said, quite a number of people don't. So here in Condomania, hopefully we can encourage you to go and experiment, maybe. Do you think so, Martin?
I certainly hope so. I mean, we're here to provide variety and to provide information. You go into an ordinary chemist, you find 4 or 6 different kinds. You come in here, you have at least 40 brands, and that number's growing all the time.
Now, let's run through a few of them. Let's start with this one here, Akado. Can we see this? Japanese?
No, Japanese name, but in fact made in Sweden. They're designed for the larger man.
For the larger man?
For the larger man.
I see. You don't have sizes on them, do you, or not?
We
fitting
don't,
rooms?
We don't have fitting rooms,
rooms,
unfortunately.
We're making more of these things than ever before.
What sort of people come in? I mean, is it mainly men and sort of dirty brown raincoats?
No, it's actually mainly women. Women from about 20 to 40. They're our best customers.
How do you open these?
Right,
okay,
like that.
Yeah.
Maybe I can demonstrate.
Yes, perhaps you would,
One way
yes.
of doing it is you can actually blow them up.
Ah, I see, yes.
And that will then show you...
Yes, you probably... I mean, obviously you... oh, what's that on there? There's something written on there.
That is the test mark.
Oh, right, OK. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that is a big one.
This, for example, is super delay. It has a desensitizer.
Oh.
So it helps the act last longer, for example. Then
Does that work on everybody?
I haven't tried this one.
No?
But I have people who come in and specifically ask it. So it must work for them, certainly.
OK.
Obviously, it's down to age and HIV.
Safe sex with a smile.
Right.
What sort's that?
There's a little cartoon on the back.
Oh, I see.
To give roses today would be corny. They cost, they die, and they're thorny. So please don't be miffed. A red condom's your gift. It's practical too, because I'm horny.
Oh, Very nice.
These are the thicker ones.
These are the thicker ones. Gay sex or gay safe?
Gay safe.
Right.
These are all recommended for people, either for gay sex or for people who are quite, shall I say, rough.
Yes. Don't look at me like that. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes.
And they're certainly recommended for safe sex. All of these are very recommended for safe sex. If you want a little more variety, on the bottom here we have the...
Billy Boy.
Yep, Billy Boy is another German make, but all of these are textured, and this is Billy Boy dotted. They've got little dots all down the condom.
Lovely.
Young people can't afford to take chances these days.
That is lubricant. It's a small sachet of lubricant. Essentially, if you use lubricant and you're going out in the evening and you're not sure when you're coming home, you can take that with you. You can also put your condom in a condom case. That's a fairly feminine brand. We also have up here, we have a sort of a masculine condom case as well.
Oh, that's nice. I mean, it goes with the portable phone, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yes,
it goes with the portable phone.
Funnily enough, now, it's not only condoms you sell here, Martin, and I do need a new pocket handkerchief. I'm surprised to see you selling pocket handkerchiefs here.
Except it's not a pocket handkerchief. It's actually, it's a dental dam, it's a latex square. It's made of the same material, latex, that you make condoms for.
Yes.
And it's for oral sex with a woman, for example. What you do...
She puts that over your...
No, you put it over her. You see?
I see, yes.
And it moulds to her body, and it moulds to your tongue or your mouth.
Oh, I see, so sort of, brings a whole new meaning to kissing with confidence, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
Yes. Oh. I've enjoyed this, Martin. I mean, condomania is something that perhaps people should be getting into more and more, I suppose. And you can even now, you can get sort of wall charts.
Exactly.
So you needn't have your favourite pop idol on the wall anymore. You can have your favourite condom. Before I go, the James Whale Late Night Entertainment Packs, very popular condoms, in 3 delicious flavours. I see you're not selling them here, so can I just leave you some stock?
You certainly can. You can leave them.
Fantastic. Flavoured condoms, do you think?
I think they're surely more appropriate with the larger condoms.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I put one there and one there. Great.
Perfect.
Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.
It seems they've got their heads screwed on, though. After all, I've never been so busy.
Dawson, she's been busy, actually. Now, Charlie, paint drying, OK, fans, we're back into the watching paint dry, more interesting than lots of breakfast television. Charlie Chuck is here, of course, and if you would like to come and watch paint dry, get in touch with us, we could have you. We're hoping for a political person to take part in this, what is likely to become an Olympic sport. And after all this flipping rugby all over the television, I think it will be infinitely more entertaining.
It's getting on my chest.
Is it? You just, you just persevere, because I think you're getting there quite well. At the moment, I think it's doing quite well. I'm just going to pop upstairs to the office, all right? Yes, it's all, obviously it is all right. It's OK. All right, up there? Good. Now, on this new show, I haven't shown you around the new studio, actually. It was quite nice. This is a garage, OK? We used to do it in the foyer. This is a garage. It's the first ever garage TV. And you get quite a good shot down there. It's quite nice. Come into the office. This is where we do all the work for the show during it. And you can see them all working here. You see all these little lights flashing of people coming through. We're going to have a chat to some people now. But I'd like to promote for you a new feature on the James Whale Show. And it's called Famous for 15 Seconds. What you have to do is come on and entertain us for 15 seconds, keep our interest for 15 seconds. You might want to talk about something that is of interest to you. You might want to sing a song, juggle, anything you can do for 15 seconds. And we'll try now. Jill, have we got a list of calls? Let's see.
I gave them to you.
You gave them to me? Well, that was a long...
Your first call.
I see. Who was the first call?
Phil.
Phil. Hello, Phil.
Good evening, James.
Yes, Phil.
Yeah, the question about legalising brothels.
Yeah.
It's been done in Germany. It's kept the crime rate of sexual-related crimes right down.
Yeah.
Surely, if they were to legalise the brothels in Britain...
You think they'd be able to, wouldn't you?
I think that,
you think
they
they'd
should,
be able
and that you'd find the crime rate would come right down, especially where sexual assault's concerned.
As soon as a member of the so-called establishment gets done for curb crawling, all the politicians go, he's a frightfully nice chap, you know, sort of chap that you wouldn't think he'd do it. I mean, we all do all sorts of things. And if they had it legalised, you're absolutely right, wouldn't have been any of this mess at all. Thanks, Phil. That's good. Good one. OK, thanks. Next is Terry. Hello, Terry. Hang on just a minute. If you're going to make smoke, which I wasn't informed about anyway, can you shut up with that machine? Don't want it to look like Wogan. Goodness sake. Sorry about that. Flipping smoke. You get directors and they see a band and all they want is smoke. Oh, sorry. Terry, hello.
Hello.
Yes, Terry.
James, with the a country riddled with unemployment and homelessness, can Roy Hattersley really justify the immigration policy that he's now introduced?
Roy Hattersley hasn't really introduced an immigration policy, has he? He's just said sort of that he'd like to have less controls, basically. I mean, why should we control who comes to live in this country?
Well, because
wouldn't you like to be able to go and live abroad somewhere?
Because we're riddled with unemployment and we're riddled with...
Pillock. Sorry, OK, right. Hang on just a minute. I left my thing over here and you'll only nick it. If I leave my pen there, it'll get nicked. Now, look at this. Isn't this wonderful? We can have... I wish you pack it in with that smoke machine. It's really annoying me, I hate to tell you. Now, you may remember some years ago. It was about a year ago when was it you came on? That was about a year ago, wasn't it? Thank you. That's Siobhan. You can't see her. There's not much point in having the band on now because there's so much smoke. Anyway, we're very glad to have with us the River City People. And they're going to play their new single, which is doing really very well at the moment. It's excellent. It's called Special Way! Coming back, are we? Oh, wonderful. OK. Over here. Lovely to see you. Well, at this particular moment of the programme, we're about to bring to you one of the... Do you know, I don't know about you, but I'm going... More and more Australians are coming over here and taking away our jobs, and it really... It's... Still, never mind, you know, it's... This guy is the biggest name in Australia, apparently. He's so successful, he could almost become a member of the Australian royal family if they had such a thing, so, you right?
Right, Dennis.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much.
OK, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to welcome now from Australia, first time on proper British television, Ostentatious!
G'day. I'm Ostentatious, I'm Australian. And what sets Australians apart is that we're pretty much superior in sport and intellect, apart from our inability to grasp the nuances of shows like Neighbours, Country Practice, Home and Away and Prisoner, which the British people have picked up on. We don't even know who Kylie Minogue is in my country. When I was about 2 years old, I'd get home from school, roll myself a big joint, get completely out of it, and the show Superman had come on TV. For years I thought the show was called Moopersan, faster than a feeding spullet, poor more than a mocholotive, able to beat lol tildings in a bingle sound. Scott, up in the eye, it's a nerve, it's a lane. Oh, and it's Moopersan. Yes, it's Moopersan, Vange visitor from a father Nannet, who aimed to curse with bowers and abilities, barfy on moles of thoughtle fan. Moopersan, who can change the jaws of writing rivers, sten Beale with his hairbands, and do his skies as Clark Clint riled Ranamapora for a metropolitan Pews neighbour. It's a never-ending battleford. I lost it a bit there, but that's okay, because I'm Australian and I can pick it up, I can improvise, and I can pull it out of the air. And I'd like to do for you right now, my very big Australian hit was called Australiana, and this is what put Kylie Minogue and Jason Donovan on the map. Sitting at home last Sunday morning, me mate Boomerang said he's having a few people round for a barbie. Said he might cook a burger or two. I said, sounds great. Will Wallaby there? He said, yeah, and Veggie might come too. So I said to the wife, you want to go, Anna? She said, I'll go if dingoes. So I said to Boomer, what'll we do about Nulla? He said, Nulla bores me shitless, leave him at home. We get to the party at about 2, walk straight out the kitchen and put some booze in the fridge, and you wouldn't believe it, there's Boomer's wife, Warra, sitting there trying to plait a puss. Now, I don't like to speak ill of Warra, but I was shocked. I mean, how much can a koala bear? So I grabbed a beer, flashed me wanker at her and headed out to join a party. Pretty soon Ayers rocks in, and things really started jumping. This Indian girl, Masu, turns up dying to go to the toilet. But she couldn't find it. I said to me mate Al, hey, where can Masu P, Al? He said she can go out back with the fellas. She's probably seen a cockatoo. A couple of queens land at the party. Maybe I should slow it down for the British audience. Bill said he like a smoke. Nobody knew where the dope was stashed. I said, I think Marinos, but I was just spinning a bit of a yarn. Barry pulls a joint out of his pocket. Bill says, great, Barry Arriva. What is it, mate? Oh, noose her heads, of course. Just then, Alice springs into action. Starts to... Do you get that one? Where are you from? Wolverhampton, are you? Just then, Alice springs into action, starts to pack Billabong, but you wouldn't believe it. The bong's broken. I said, Lord, how? Hey, man, somebody shouts a didgeridoo. I said, maybe I'll have to. I look in the corner and there's Bass sitting there. Not getting into it, not getting out of it. I said, what? Is Bass straight? I have to go now, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure working here in Great Britain. I'd just like to leave you with one thought. This is something I picked up in Wolverhampton. Football! Ah!
Now, I think, Rolf, you should stick to the other act myself. But getting back to something equally as entertaining. Now, we're coming up, I don't know whether we're at the final bit of paint drying here. I think we've got some more, haven't we? We've got a little more later on. This is the final, is it, Philly? This is the final paint drying, is it? I see.
That bit's dry.
Which bit's dry?
This bit.
Get a close-up of this bit. This bit's dry. Yeah, that's good, yep.
It's been dry 5 years, that bit.
It's been dry 5 years?
Looks like it to me.
Here, come here. Just come here. Just have a look at that a minute. Has that been dry 5 years or not? No, it hasn't. You see, you're messing around. It hasn't been dry 5 years. It's still tacky.
I can walk without my stick now.
Carry on with it. All right, just you stay with it for a bit, and maybe we'll come back next year, see if you're there. I still think that. Excuse me. No, I'd like the audience just to be over there. Okay, for God's sake, you've got to do it all yourself.
I love you so much.
If you want to come and do some paint drying for us, drop us a line. Let us know. Now, Peter and Manuela, I had a little dicky bird has told me that you're married.
Yeah.
Now that is real con, listen, you know. I mean, that
it's all
and
set
you've
up.
written these. You haven't written the books.
Well,
you are real
yeah,
guests. I don't know with this lot. You are real guests, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Okay.
Only thing it was the other way around. I wrote the vampires and she wrote Nostradamus.
Oh dear me. Now, how is it going around with a woman who actually wants to have a relationship with a vampire? Is that a problem for you or not?
Well, I have to let her free every now and again to work it out. So she lets me go off and sort out Nostradamus, and she goes to Transylvania.
Oh well, okay, right. We're going to take a couple of calls if I can risk it here. Nick, hello. Hello, Nick.
Hello.
Yes, Nick. Speak up there, Nick. Speak up. Where are you from?
I'm from Lowestoft.
You're from Lowestoft?
That's right.
Okay, well...
Now then, you've heard of Challenge Annika, haven't you, obviously?
I've heard of what?
Challenge Annika.
Challenge Annika?
Yeah.
You can go. Listen, I'm not even speaking about that. Susan. Hello, Susan.
Hello, hi, James.
I'm looking up there because that's where I get the idea of the calls. Yes, hello, Susan.
Hi.
Hi.
I just want to welcome you back and say I'm
Thank
glad
you very
the
much
program's
indeed,
back on.
Susan. Ask us a question about Nostradamus, OK? I mean, Peter's here. He's written this book, all sorts of interesting things, and black holes, and we're all interested in holes. Black holes in 1995 are going to be explained, aren't they?
There's going to be another one.
There's going to be another one?
No, that's the ozone. Sorry, that's the ozone hole.
He's making this up as he goes along. I don't even believe Nostradamus existed.
Oh, he did.
He did?
Oh, yes.
Oh, he did, OK. So,
Can I just say hi to Susan?
No, you can't. That's really taking advantage coming on here to say hi to Susan. No. Sarah. Hello, Sarah. How are you? Sarah. Speak up, Sarah. OK, let's try Martin.
Hello?
You're going to be Sarah, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought you were.
Sarah,
Right, what do
I
you
have
want, Sarah?
nothing to do with Nostradamus, but I'm phoning up about my boyfriend, really, who's going bald.
Your boyfriend's going bald?
Yeah.
OK, that means he's going to be really on the job. He's going to be a really crucial lover. You have no problems. The balder you get, the better you are. Because a lot of vampires are bald, aren't they? Balding.
Yes,
yeah.
balding.
Balding, yeah.
With long nails.
With long nails. God, I cut mine before I came in. That was lucky. So don't worry about it, OK? Sarah.
Well, thanks very much for that.
Enjoy it, Sarah. And I'd show some of this where they have some balding men on this, but you probably wouldn't be interested in that, would you?
I can take your word for it then.
Thank you very much indeed, Sarah. We'll try and squeeze in maybe some more calls a little later on. But right now, this is very embarrassing. I don't know. I don't mind telling you. Let me take this. I think I might need this as well.
Fiona's got it centred, have you?
Yeah.
Something's come on.
Dear me. That's... yeah. Is there any more to that?
No.
Is that it? Oh, right. That's... Yes, it. That was, in fact, Elvis Aris, ladies and gentlemen, who has never appeared on British television before, doing his impersonation of Elvis's last days, which is bound to upset the entire Elvis Presley fan club, I think. Elvis, you've actually had a few problems. It's all wet as well. Elvis, how did you get into this sort of thing?
Well, it's a long story, James, which I won't bore you with. But
good.
I always wanted to be a voice impressionist.
You did.
All my voices sounded very much the same, pretty much like Les Dennis, I guess.
Yeah.
So one day I looked in the mirror as I was taking a bath, and I thought, oh wow, I look just like Roy Hattersley. And that was it.
Have you got any other? I mean, this is disgusting. I have to tell you, this is really disgusting. Have you had any plans for sort of doing this anymore? I don't think
you're not the only one who
bookings.
thinks it's disgusting, James, because I've been banned on the cover of the magazine 18 Rated across the country.
Yeah, that one there. Why were you banned on that?
Well, I think I was banned because I wasn't a woman.
Well, I think
if I'd have been a woman, I think it would have been okay. Women have graced the covers for ages.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think you were banned because you're not very good looking. I think that's what it was. I don't think you're very good.
We all speak out of our arse.
I think you're very good looking. I really asked them not to make me have to do that because I found that just a little. What do you think of that? No.
Predicted by Nostradamus predicted it.
Nostradamus predicted that?
Absolutely, yes.
Oh, well, that's okay. Nostradamus predicted it. It's okay. Well, that's all right. Anyway, let's go on. Martin, are you there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Good, Martin. Right. Go on.
Good evening, James. There's going to be an election coming up soon. Which party would you like to stand for?
Well, do you know, I've been thinking that. And I think the Labour Party may need a new leader, and who knows?
Well, you're the man for the job.
I'll be talking to Neil next week anyway, so I'll ask him and see what he thinks.
What about the Monster Raving Loony Party? Do you reckon
no, I don't think so, really. I don't think the Monster Raving Loony Party is really me, Martin, but thanks anyway. Donna, hello.
Hello, James.
Yes, Donna.
Hi, I wanted to ask the guy about Nostradamus.
You can indeed. Peter Lorre, who's sitting over here looking quite bemused, but that's probably because he's got socks that don't match his shoes.
Okay. Right, earlier on, he said something about Tom Cruise is going to be the failed saviour of California.
Right.
Is he trying to say that Nostradamus predicted that way back in 1550?
Yes.
You tell her.
Absolutely, yes.
He named Tom Cruise.
He named Tom Cruise.
Really? Well, that's pretty
but
amazing.
it's all done by anagram. We sorted out the anagram. He did it in code, so that he wouldn't actually be told off by the Spanish Inquisition at the time. He was very unpopular.
Tom Cruise, he's been popular for a long time. Thank you very much indeed for that. Thank you to everybody that appeared on the first programme back. I'm glad we made it. I didn't think we were going to. Next week, we have, amongst other things, women's boxing. The British Board of Boxing Control apparently say it doesn't exist, nor should it. What do you think? You can write and let us know in the meantime. And we'll be talking about access as well. Are we over here as well to say goodnight? We're going to carry on and talk about a few more vampiric things. In the meantime, have a nice weekend. And from all of us here, bye-bye, OK? Bye.